Part 3. Permission.
Woo, 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 woo. I know what I know. I say what I say. Woo, woo, woo. I know what I say. I know. Ow! Shit, you scared me.
Sorry. I see we have a new thing. I mean, you do. Why aren't you at work? I thought you'd be...
Look, I know you fucked Liz. She texted me.
Oh, we didn't, actually. We just made out, and then I crashed there.
Oh.
Did she say we fucked? Why would she say that?
No, she just said, Will is here, sorry. I mean, she texted that. I assumed you two... Was the kissing good?
I don't know. It was kind of dumb. It was kind of try-y.
Oh.
Is that why you're not at work? Because you think Liz and I...
No, the reason I'm not at work is because we had a delivery, and I wanted to receive the delivery. This is what I received. And also, I got in very, very late.
Oh? What?
I sort of ended up having a threesome, sort of.
Wait, what? With Poop Guy?
No,
Well, then who then?
this couple, they were visiting from Albuquerque for a conference. And they got in touch with me from the dating site. Well, they weren't really a couple yet. They had only been dating about 4 months. I agreed to meet them for a drink at their hotel, and then one thing led to another, but she wasn't very into it. I think she was just doing it for him because he wanted to.
What hotel?
I don't know. Why? Do you know about Chicago hotels? Are they your hobby now?
No, I don't know why I asked that.
So we were all having drinks, and then she just left and said she'd be back, but she didn't come back. Then she texted him and told him to just have fun with me. But we couldn't figure out where she went, or if she wanted us to convince her to come back, or really what was going on with her at all. And then he just wanted to have sex with me, but I said no because his girlfriend from Albuquerque was just walking around in the loop on a Monday night. And that was weird. And also, I was more interested in her, or in the thing of it, of all of us, because it was a new thing. I did kiss him, though, and I'd already kissed her, too, near the river. So it had actually begun a little.
Wow.
So we texted her and asked her to come back, and then she came back. I didn't realize she was drunk. I mean, because I never get drunk, really. I mean, not drunk. I just didn't realize that maybe when she was sober, it all seemed like a good idea, but then she got sad or jealous or... I don't know. When she came back, we gave her a massage, and then he started to get things going with her, and it was exciting to watch in a way that surprised me. And then he asked me to kiss her and do other things. Mostly I did some things to him and her, and he did things to her, but I didn't let him do too many things to me because I think that's what she wanted me not to do, and I wanted to be respectful of that. Oh, she was being so confusing. At one point, or at more than one point, it was extremely sexy, like extremely. And I felt like I finally understood that sex without love, or even the potential for love, was really possible. And that it didn't mean you were an empty person or exploiting anyone, but that you were just, having fun. I never got that before. So that was kind of a revelation, albeit late in life, right? Don't most people learn that in college? I mean, you sure did. And then he, and then it was over. It was like, well, that's that. It felt like he was in charge of the ending. No matter what else happened or didn't happen, when he was done, it was done.
Oh.
Is this too much information?
No.
Okay.
So,
right. So she sort of rolled over, and that's when I realized she was drunker than I thought. And I tried to talk to her, but she just waved me away. He told her to go to the bathroom and clean up, and she did. And then he did after her, and when we were all in the room, I said, "Whoa, you guys, we just had a threesome." We need to process this. Do they have room service here? Maybe we should order some fries and just go over what happened. I'm hungry. Are you hungry? I mean, we can talk about what we liked, what we didn't like, and how we feel, and who we are now that this threesome has happened. And they just looked at me like I was insane. And then he said, do you need me to walk you to your car? I said, no. And he said, let me know when you get home safely. So then I came here and you weren't here, and I thought you might be sleeping in the office, but you weren't. I think I'm getting rid of that futon. I hate futons. Futons are embarrassing unless you're 18 or live in Japan. Unless you're Japanese, because that's where futons are from, right? Are they? Don't answer. It's embarrassing for me to even say the word futon. It's worse than embarrassing. It's humiliating.
Okay.
And so then I texted him, well, both of them, because before this all happened, we had a couple of days of group text to figure out where we would meet and to get to know each other a little. So I reread those texts.
So group texts before the group sex.
Right. So I texted them both. I wrote, that was unique. Sorry if anything was too weird. Hope the rest of your week here in Chicago is magic. But for some reason, autocorrect changed magic to tragic. So I realized I'd really written, hope the rest of your week here is tragic.
That's hilarious.
I wrote back right away, magic, not tragic, magic.
Wow.
I feel a little bad about it. But I don't know, like right now, thinking about it, I feel sort of sexy and also kind of like an asshole.
Because it was fun, but she wasn't into it.
Because I don't know if she was or wasn't. And because I didn't know how drunk she was. And because of how it ended. And because usually I want there to be sex, but I want there to be more, too. Sometimes I just want someone to write on the paper of my soul with their dick. You know?
Whoa.
What?
Nothing. I never.
Oh, but there was this other funny part. When he and I were going up to the hotel room, I gave him an elevator tour in the elevator. I just remembered that.
A what?
An elevator tour. See, there was silence in the elevator, and we were in it for a long time. We were inside the elevator and inside the silence. Everything was on the line because we didn't know if she'd be coming back or not. And then we realized that we were just standing there because we'd never pressed the button to their floor. So then he pressed it. I said, yes, that is one of the central features of this particular elevator. See this panel of buttons here? Well, they correspond to floor numbers located one on top of the other in this hotel.
That's funny. What did he say?
He said, yes, I believe I'm familiar with the button panel. It seems that when any of these numbers are pressed, a light appears. I told him that was true, but that all of the numbers should not be pressed at once, so then the elevator would stop multiple times. I told him that each time the elevator stopped, the door would open, and that it was possible there would be people waiting outside the doors. I said it was impossible to know if people would be waiting or not in advance. Then he said he thought it would be funny if we both sat on the floor of the elevator and rode up like that. He pressed some buttons and we sat down, and it made us giddy with anticipation. Only one person saw us sitting on the floor of the elevator when it opened, and first she gasped, but then she laughed. We kissed in the hallway, too, once we got off the elevator on the way to their room.
I want an elevator tour.
Right now?
Sure.
But we don't have an elevator.
Let's just pretend, okay?
Okay.
Hi, I'm here for the elevator tour.
All right, great. My name is Liz. I'll be giving you the tour.
No, don't be Liz, okay? Just be you. Just be Ruth.
Okay.
So, I'm ready.
So, welcome. Here we have an elevator. Now, you'll notice that what an elevator really is essentially a room that moves. A moving room. As it moves, it changes depending on who is in it and where it goes. It can go up. It can go down. It can also go underneath.
Is that what the L stands for? Is L for lower?
The L is for lobby. Sometimes there's an M for mezzanine. Sometimes there's an F for the floor where your friends are. S takes you to the sex wing.
This is some elevator. This is some hotel.
Yes, it's a special little room. It pulses. In fact, most elevators are extremely special. There are cables attached to them, but you can't see the cables. Look, door open. Look, door close. Emergency. The people. We're passengers. We're carried like babies.
Look, G. That must be for garden. L is probably not for lobby after all. L is probably for love.
You're right. A is for ambivalence. No one ever wants to go there.
Are you, in love with me? Are you in love with me, Ruth?
No.
That's not why you're mad about Liz?
No.
Okay.
I don't really care. I mean, people should just do what they want, right? We're all adults or something. It would just be nice to talk about it. Why don't people talk about things? They just talk around things.
No balls.
Right.
Half the time they're drunk anyway. Hey, Liz and I made up 3-word at a time Scrabble. You play 3 words at once and they have to connect thematically with the words that you're joining them to.
Do you get more tiles? I mean, how do you...
No, we didn't think of that. I don't know. The idea didn't really make sense, so we just...
Right.
I like the new thing. That thing. The trampoline.
Rebounder.
Really? It's called a rebounder?
It is. Rebounder is the real name. Rebounder is how I'm going to get higher. It's my brand new way of getting high.
It's kind of like an elevator. There's a girl in New York City who calls herself a human trampoline.
We're in Chicago. It's fun to jump on. Try it out.
Okay.
Be my guest, Will. Check it out. Give yourself the grand tour.
This is cool. Do you think adults can be abandoned? Is that possible? Well?
I'm thinking. No, adults can't be abandoned, but they can be left or shunned by a group. They can be blown off. They can be excluded. They can be dumped. They can be used. They can be hurt. It's just something that happens. It's just one of the floors.
Can you skip it?
I don't think so. I don't think you could skip it. But you don't have to stay there forever.
This feels cool. We should get another one. If we had another one, we could jump in unison.
In unison.
Yeah.
In unison sounds like a spaceship.
Hello, Earthlings. Here we are in unison. We'll be making our descent soon.
Insecure, inappropriate, insignificant. I wonder why in. When you're insecure or insignificant or inappropriate, you are not in those things, but out of them. I'm not getting another trampoline.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Gotcha. We'll take turns.
Sure, okay. I want another turn now.
Okay. I would have liked to have had a child. Just one, maybe. But you know what scared me out of it?
What?
I didn't want to be so loving in public. I would have had to be because I couldn't have hidden it, the tenderness. And I'm sure I would have had that feeling toward it. And I wouldn't want to be seen outside like that with love just spilling out of me all over the place. So I just opted out.
You know what I want to do?
What?
I want to notarize things. I want to notarize everything. I want to be a notary public. I want to notarize this elevator and this trampoline. I want to notarize you and notarize myself. I want to notarize this room and this life. I want to notarize my job and notarize Liz and notarize all ages and all people and all trees and all plants. I want one of those special notarizing stamps. I want to make things legitimate with my seal. I want to notarize animals and precious gems. I won't discriminate. Anything or anyone that wants notarization can get it. I'll notarize rocks and nickels and beans. I'll notarize doing things and not doing things, like having children or not having children. I'll notarize screwing it up and getting it right. Notarizing will be my new religion, and after I'm done notarizing, I'll give everyone extra credit. Even if they've done nothing. Even if they're dead. Everyone gets notarized. Everyone gets extra credit. Okay?
Sure, it sounds great. Sign me up. I'm ready.